Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great day, and today I want to talk about one thing that is extremely broken, and then I'll answer some questions that I see a lot of people have regarding the control mode as well as future game modes similar to this. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Now the first thing I want to go over is yet another exploit that people have discovered after the Season 12 update. Well, big surprise, right? Respawn makes an update and there's some new bug or exploit which people can find. It always happens and it always will happen, but this one is a little bit interesting and it revolves around the new hop-up for the triple take and the Peacekeeper. Now for obvious reasons, I'm not going to go ahead and explain how this works, but up on screen right now you can see some footage of that just to give you some reference. And for those of you that are interested in using this in your gameplay, well, I highly encourage that you don't do so, as your account will most likely be banned. This is definitely something that's bannable, as it is pretty game breaking, so for any of you that plan to use this, I highly encourage you don't. Just save your accounts, it's really not worth it. Now with that being said, hopefully Respawn pays attention to this and hopefully they remove it very quickly. I've noticed that with these types of things in the past, the best way to quickly get rid of an exploit or a glitch like this is to just expose it and give it as much attention as possible right as it's discovered. As before those few people that are really sneaky and really start to figure out how to abuse these types of exploits, well, it already gets fixed at that point. The last thing we want is something like this going unnoticed for like a month or two, and then it turns out there's a couple of people abusing this exploit all the time in pub's gameplay, or even worse, in high levels of ranked. Now I'm really hoping this doesn't become yet another infinite charge exploit similar to what we had with the Sentinel and the Rampage in Season 11. That exploit took a couple of weeks to fix, which resulted in a lot of people abusing it in both pubs and ranked lobbies. I'm hoping the same thing doesn't happen with this one, especially since you can basically knock someone at insane speeds with this glitch. But anyways, moving on to the next topic for today's video, I wanted to talk about the control mode, as I see a lot of people asking me questions about it at this point, and of course that makes a lot of sense since people are very excited for the addition of this fantastic mode. I had a heck of a lot of fun playing this for my first time. It was action-packed. I feel like the map is very suitable for this type of mode, and a 9v9 team composition seems to work out pretty brilliantly. And for those of you that have been waiting for this piece of good news, I'm here to tell you this mode is basically guaranteed to become a permanent mode. There's simply no way that they don't make this a permanent mode, or at least reintroduce it in the future at some point, because just take a look at it. It's so fleshed out, it's insanely complex, it's extremely unique, and it's clear that Respawn poured their heart and soul into designing this mode and making it as good as possible. Now the reason why it's only available for 3 weeks is because Respawn is taking this time to gather data as well as to monitor how players feel about this new mode so that they can tweak it and improve on it before they add it as a permanent game mode. We don't want what happened with Arenas mode to happen with control mode. I've said this many times in the past, but Arenas mode really does have quite a bit of potential. I just feel like Respawn didn't make a lot of the right moves, and there's still a lot of issues that need to be addressed. Now so far from testing the control mode myself, I can say that it feels like the matchmaking is pretty balanced. I honestly really enjoy this mode, and I've had a ton of fun in every single match that I queue into. I don't see a lot of cases of the enemies being insanely overpowered or my teammates being complete doo-doo, except for this one case up on screen right now, but that's really about it. So needless to say, this is definitely one of the more polished modes that has come out in my opinion, and hopefully Respawn continues to polish this, as if they continue to improve on the control game mode and it does become a permanent game mode in the future, this has got to be one of the greatest additions that Apex has gotten so far. And for those of you that are wondering if we're going to be receiving more modes similar to the control mode in the future, well, I'm happy to tell you that we indeed will be. But that discussion is for a later video. I'm gonna end it here because I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go ahead and enjoy Season 12. I'm gonna hop back in a few matches myself, and go ahead and let me know in the comments below what you think about the control mode. At the moment, it's one of my favorite game modes so far, apart from the Holiday Bash, but I'd like to see what you guys think. Anyways, enough talk from me, and of course, as always, stay safe, and I'll see ya in the next one. Peace out.